On a quiet residential street in Columbus, Ohio, a family home became the scene of a calculated double homicide. A couple executed inside their own house while their children were only rooms away. No signs of forced entry, no immediate suspect, and no clear motive. Two parents are killed inside their own home. Their children are just feet away. With no forced entry, there's no explanation for why the killer left the most vulnerable witnesses alone. Welcome to True Crime, the real story. Today, we examine a calculated double homicide in Columbus, Ohio. A respected dentist and his wife were killed inside their home while their children were present. What makes this case chilling is not just the violence, but the precision and restraint shown by whoever walked away. Spencer Tepe was a well-known dentist. His wife, Monique, was described by friends as devoted and protective of her family. By outward appearances, there were no public signs of danger, financial distress, or criminal entanglements. Their neighborhood was quiet, familiar, safe. Police responding to a welfare check entered the home and found both adults fatally shot. The children were alive, physically unharmed. Investigators immediately noted the lack of forced entry, suggesting either familiarity or deception. The killer moved with purpose. Surveillance footage later showed a person of interest near the residence. Detectives have been careful with public statements, releasing minimal details to protect the integrity of the case. No weapon recovered, no public confirmation of motive. Since the initial investigation began, there have been major developments in the case. Authorities have now identified and arrested a suspect in the killings of Spencer and Monique Tepe. A 39-year-old Illinois vascular surgeon, Michael David McKee, has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated murder of the couple in their Columbus home. McKee is the ex-husband of Monique Tepe, having been married briefly to her nearly a decade earlier, before their divorce. Surveillance footage from the neighborhood around the time of the murders captured an individual later identified as McKee, coming and going from the area. Evidence has linked a vehicle associated with him to the scene. Ballistics analysis has matched a firearm recovered from McKee's residence to the ammunition used in the murders. On January 12, 2026, McKee appeared in a Winnebago County courtroom in Illinois. He waived extradition to Ohio and is expected to be returned to Franklin County to face charges there. He has announced his intention to plead not guilty to the charges against him. Law enforcement officials have described the incident as a targeted and domestic violence-related attack, rather than a random act. Meanwhile, Family members have publicly stated that they suspected McKee's involvement early in the investigation, and investigators continue to review motive and other evidence. These developments mark a critical shift from an unsolved mystery to an active prosecution. As the case moves toward formal arraignment and a possible trial, many questions remain about motive, planning, and how investigators ultimately connected McKee to the crime. This case continues to evolve. A community waits for answers, and two children now face a future defined by a night they survived but will never escape. Until the truth comes out, two children are left with questions that may never fully be answered. This case continues to evolve, and we will follow it closely in upcoming episodes of True Crime: The Real Story.